the Deputy Commissioners, DOs for collection of inputs concerning data, map and specific concerns related to the delimitation. The Delimitation Commission had two virtual meetings with all the DOs and the Deputy Commissioners of Jammu and Kashmir regarding the concerns and regarding the data verification. After going through the data and input provided by the DOs, DCs, some important issues related to the existing administrative matters have been noticed. During this visit, the Commission has been provided more feedback. Some of these are, which I would like to share with media, that in 1995, it was 12 districts, which has gone up to 20 now. At that time, when the last delimitation was done, it was only 12 districts, and now the number of districts have gone to 20. Number of tehsils have gone up from 58 to 270. In 12 districts, constituency boundaries are extended beyond district's limit. 88 tehsils are distributed in more than one AC. So there is an overlapping of the districts as well as the tehsils in the constituencies. Even some Patwari circles are also distributed in more than one AC. Even one village village is also divided in more than one AC. All such facts indicate that public face inconvenience on ground due to such anomalies. Thereafter, Commission also decided to visit Jammu and Kashmir for first-hand ascertaining appreciation of data and the concerns of all stakeholders. In these 4 days, this is the 4th day that we are here in Jammu and Kashmir, the Commission not only visited 4 different locations but also offered opportunities to various sections of the societies, besides local bodies, representatives, NGOs, civil society organizations, recognized and unrecognized political parties. We had meetings at Srinagar, we had meetings in Pahalgaon, we also had meetings in Kishtwar, and we had meetings in Jammu. And in Srinagar and Jammu, at both the places, the Commission had meetings up to 10:30 p.m. because of overwhelming response from various organizations. The Commission met more than 290 groups of the people, including recognized political parties, registered parties, local bodies, civil societies, and these groups of 290 groups were consisting of something around more than 800 persons. So during these 3 days, Commission had met more than 290 groups comprising of something around 800 persons in person we have heard them. That shows the overall response and the overall response of the stakeholders into this exercise. The Commission heard from all the groups in person. Some of the important points which these groups have made, because we have heard in person to them and we came to know certain more inputs given by them. Number one, they are quite happy to participate in the delimitation process. First time people from ground have been given opportunity to put forward their views in delimitation. Many persons had travelled quite a long distance. When we had gone to Kishtwar, we found that the persons have come from very long distances and came to give a representation. In the existing ACs, a large number of administrative overlap exist, which puts people at inconvenience. Because if one constituency is having 2 districts, then the persons are absolutely at a difficulty to reach to the collectors or the MLAs for their day-to-day work. Tribals are for the first time given reservation. So they felt that it is really a welcome step, and they also put their lot of views as to how this ST reservation is to be done. Difficult terrain in some districts was not acknowledged in earlier delimitation, because many persons are living on a very difficult terrain in hill areas and all, and they informed to the Commission that their problems and difficulties were not acknowledged by the earlier commissions. Though population is to be the main criteria for the delimitation, but attention must be given to geographical compactness, topographical difficulties, communication challenges and the public convenience. This was also requested by various groups who had come from a different topography and the geography to the commission. Some groups demanded reservations for specific communities and the groups also. This visit of the commission was to ascertain the ground realities of the union territory. As I told you that it is not a tabletop exercise, it is not a mathematical exercise. It was to know the genuine concerns of the public. It was to know the genuine difficulties faced by the public and in the delimitation process, because this delimitation is being done after almost 26 years. Taking all these into account, the different demands and the representation of the persons, a draft will be prepared. After we have heard so many groups and the persons, a draft of the delimitation will be prepared. Inputs of the associate members who are part of the commission will also be taken before draft is made public. Thereafter, draft recommendations will be put in public domain for comments. This is a very important thing which I would like to share with the media. That after hearing all these persons and after hearing the associate members also, a draft will be prepared, which will be put in the public domain for their comments or their concerns or their particular thing. And only after seeing all that the comments, all that particular draft, the final draft will be prepared. So the opportunity will be given to the public at large to lodge their objections again on a draft which we will be sending, will be making. And again, that only then the things will be finalized. So our purpose of the commission is to take view of all the stakeholders in this particular exercise. It should be with all views which are possible on this issue. Only then we will be in a position to finalize the draft. The commission also had meeting with Chief Secretary of the UT today in the morning, and we have directed him to nominate one officer, not with the rank of ADC, to work as a nodal officer for the work of delimitation under the supervision of the DC. So that if a person is required still now to give some suggestion, if they want to give some information on the delimitation, they can submit their memorandum, they can submit their representation to that nodal officer, and by the evening this will be finalized that who is the nodal officer in the office of the DC, and that will also be communicated, the representation will be communicated to the delimitation commission for its consideration. So our purpose is that everyone who feels like to give any suggestions on this issue should give it to us. They can also send their suggestion directly to the Central Delimitation Commission. And because we have visited so many persons, we have met so many persons, still if some more persons want to give suggestions, they are most welcome, and they should give it to the nodal officer or to the commission directly. And the commission will definitely examine all the representations which are coming to them. Despite unprecedented pandemic, our work has gathered pace. With the support of all the people of UT, of Jammu and Kashmir, we are sure to complete the delimitation process in fair, transparent and judicious manner. This will be very fair and transparent, that we can assure. We once again thank the people of the UT for overwhelming response during these 4 days. I also, on behalf of the Commission, thank the media present here at Jammu and virtually from Srinagar for patient hearing, dissemination of information to the people at large, and constant support in this constitutional exercise. We have got a very important role in this, and to disseminate information to the persons and to the people regarding the delimitation. Once again, I thank a lot. Thanks to all of you who have come here and gave me a chance to proper hearing on this issue. And our all 3 members already the side, Mr. Sharma, who is the State Election Commissioner, and the Chief Electoral Officer of our state, Mr. Desh, they will always be ready for any suggestions, any concern to understand and to take their views in the delimitation. Thank you once again.
We'll be able to take in a few questions now. आई रिक्वेस्ट यू, आप फिर मैं इधर से शुरू करती हूँ, मैं ग्रेजुअली लूंगी। अपना सवाल पूछने से पहले अपना नाम और ऑर्गेनाइजेशन जरूर बताएं। पहली रो से लीजिए।
मैडम, मेरा सवाल आपसे है गुरसिमरन रिपब्लिक टीवी से। आप लोग जो है जब कश्मीर में पहली बार आए हैं, जब
कृपया अपने मोबाइल फोन की साइलेंट मोड पर कर दें, हम शांति से सुन पाएंगे।
मैडम, मेरा सवाल आपसे है, आप जब कश्मीर में पहली बार आए, राजनीतिक दलों से आपने मुलाकात की, तकरीबन सभी राजनीतिक दल आए, लेकिन पीडीपी जो है वो इस बार आपसे मिलने के लिए नहीं आए। उन्होंने कहा कि हम इस प्रोसेस से अलग रहेंगे। इसको आप किस तरह देखते हो? जो बाकी पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज का आपको सपोर्ट मिला या केस में आपके सामने ग्रीवेंसेस भी रखे, उसको आप किस तरह देखते हैं? दो सवाल।
सर, आई वुड रिक्वेस्ट यू टू
सर, ये माइक पीछे करवा देंगे मैम का, प्लीज माइक पीछे करवा देंगे। बड़े माइक
We can only interact with those who want to participate in the process. Those who do not want to participate, what we can say, we wish they all come. That's what we want to say.
And the second point we have said that all the political parties that come, we really welcome. We have come with an open mind. We have come to see the concerns of each and everyone. So we really welcome all the persons who have come, who have given their representations, who have given their views. But this is a historical exercise and constitutional exercise, and we expected that everybody should come and give their suggestions on that.
एक मिनट में अगला सवाल श्रीनगर से ले लो, फिर आपको पास वापस आती हूँ। श्रीनगर से कोई श्रीनगर में आवाज।
Yes.
Yes, we can. Please go ahead. अपना नाम बताएं, ऑर्गेनाइजेशन बताएं।
Well, this I am Steve Irfan. I'm a journalist with Economic Times newspaper. Ma'am, I just wanted to say that a lot of parties from Kashmir, they have expressed concerns and fears that this delimitation commission will work at the behest of a particular political agenda. They have told you also, they have informed you that this is what they told us. So, what kind of assurances will you give to these kind of aspersions and these concerns from Kashmir?
I can only assure you on behalf of myself and my colleagues here that the exercise is going to be transparent by the letter of law, and I don't think anybody should have any fears. We are very confident that we will finish this as per the letter of law and in the most transparent manner. Otherwise, we would not be coming and spending 3-4 days here talking to so many people.
अगला सवाल आप।
I'm Tejinder Singh Suri and I represent CNN News 18. The people in Jammu, they have a concern. They say that when the earlier delimitation was done, Kashmir really got more seats and Jammu was left with less seats. Now that you have a mandate to add 7 more seats, so can the people in Jammu expect that they will finally get some justice?
For us, Jammu and Kashmir is one unity. And as I told you, that the delimitation will be done on the census of 2011, but also considering the various features like the geographical compactness, the conveniences, public conveniences, accessibility, the communication facilities, and the topography of the various areas. So all these issues will be considered by the Commission, and in this regard, lots of representation will also be received. So we see as a Commission, we see it as a one unity. We do not bifurcate that how much will go to Delhi and how much will go to Jammu and Kashmir. But all the things will be done in a very transparent, and all whatever criteria has been adopted by the Commission, that will be uniformly applicable to whole UP as such.
उधर से एक सवाल।
पंकज शर्मा सर, न्यूज 24। पर ऐसा है कि आप जम्मू और कश्मीर दोनों डिवीजन के डेलीगेशन साथ मिले, दोनों ने आपके सामने अपनी बातें रखी। तो जाहिर सी बात है कि दोनों के मुद्दे अलग अलग होंगे। आपके सामने एक बड़ी चुनौती है कि जो उन्होंने बातें रखी हैं उनको फुलफिल करना, ताकि कोई आप पे आरोप ना लगा सके कि भेदभाव हुआ है इस खेते के साथ। एक दूसरा, जो पीओके की सीट है उसको डिक्रीज करने की बात कही जा रही है।
कुछ सीटें हैं जैसे कश्मीरी पंडित हैं, सिख समाज है, रेफ्यूजीज हैं, उनके लिए कुछ सीटों को रद्द करने की बात कही जा रही है, इसको लेकर क्या कहेंगे?
आपने तो एक सवाल में 3 सवाल पूछ लिए हैं। देखिए, पहला जो आपने कहा कि पीओके जे की सीट्स, ये जो हम लोगों का प्रावधान है, हम लोग जो डिलिमिटेशन एक्ट है उसके अंतर्गत कार्य कर रहे हैं, एंड जम्मू एंड कश्मीर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन एक्ट 2019, and as I told you that I have narrated the section 40 also in front of you, in which the under act it has been very clearly mentioned that 24 seats in the legislative assemblies union territory of Jammu and Kashmir shall remain vacant and shall not be taken into account for reckoning the total membership of the assembly, and the said area and the seats shall be excluded in delimiting the territorial constituencies as provided under Part 5 of the Act. So they will remain, out of this purview of, and we will be doing the delimitation of 90 seats, which have been raised from 83 to 90, and we have to add 7 more constituencies in the Act.
अगला सवाल आपका।
सर फहीम टाफ स्टेटमेंट है। सर, डिलिमिटेशन कमीशन का जो बजट है, सेंसस को लेकर बहुत सारे सवाल जो उठाने जा रहे हैं। 2021 में जहां 2022 में सेंसस होने जा रहा है, वही 2011 के सेंसस पे आप डिलिमिटेशन कमीशन की सीट्स को जो है वो लेकर जा रहे हैं जम्मू कश्मीर में। तो क्या डिलिमिटेशन कमीशन अगले साल तक इंतजार नहीं कर सकता था कि यहाँ पे जो आप सीट्स बढ़ा रहे हैं, तब जाके जो है वो उस नए सेंसस पर जो है वो सीट्स का बंटवारा हो?
देखिए, मैं इसमें आपको ये बताना चाहता हूँ कि आपका जो जम्मू एंड कश्मीर का जो डिलिमिटेशन पिछला वाला हुआ है, 95 में हुआ है, वो किस सेंसस पर हुआ है? वो 1981 सेंसस पर हुआ है, जबकि पूरे मुल्क में जो डिलिमिटेशन हुआ है वो 2001 सेंसस का आधार पर हुआ है। यानी कि जम्मू एंड कश्मीर का जो डिलिमिटेशन है वो सर 81 के आधार पर हुआ है, जिसको तो कितने साल हो चुके हैं? 41 साल हो चुके हैं। 2020 में जब ये कमीशन सेटअप किया गया, then the last census which is available is 2011 census. So as per this act, the latest census which is available, and the census will have to be conducted by that, and that is the mandate of Delimitation Commission.
We'll go back to Srinagar for next question, please. Can you hear me?
Nazir Masoodi Ayub ka NDTV. So my question is this. You said that commission was constituted in March 2020, and you visited your all party meeting convened where Prime Minister said all the parties participate in the Delimitation Commission are further speedy the completion of delimitation and delimitation before assembly elections are held. So then that brings the question that if it was just a constitutional requirement, you should have visited it or completed before. And when it was happened, your visit happened in the political form by the Prime Minister. So that is the question about what the concern about the gerrymandering. So how are going to allowance here that there will be no gerrymandering, it will be strictly based on the constitution and the census, nothing else?
It is, I can assure you that it is absolutely as per the constitutional mandate, and it is absolutely as per the act. Because of COVID, actually, we could not come early to Jammu and Kashmir, though a lot of work was being done. We had called the meeting of associate members, which was also done. We had made the representations were directly come to the commission, and we have collected all the data which are required for this, by the census and the basic authenticated maps. So the commission is doing its work. It is and regularly, because it was given initially a 1 year period, and that because of COVID it could not be completed, and appointment of the election, state election commissioner, which was in December. So now, when the COVID is over, we have started our work again. And we assure you, and as the chairperson also assured in one of the questions, that it will be absolutely transparent process, and because of which we are here to know the views of all stakeholders, and that is why we have gone to Srinagar, to Kishtwar, to Jammu, and the persons have given so many representations. We have met 290 groups comprising of something around more than 800 persons. So we have got got out that ask for that, and it has to be absolutely transparent, that I can assure.
समय सीमा को देखते हुए आखिरी सवाल यहाँ से लेते हैं।
यहाँ अजय दंडियाल इंडिया न्यूज से। सर, आपका यहाँ का जो दौर था वो हो चुका है, वापस आप जाएंगे। जैसे आपने बताया कि अभी भी आपने फॉर्म ओपन रखा है, सबमिशंस कुछ होंगी तो वो ले सकते हैं, पब्लिक आपको भी सुना जाएगा। कब तक आप एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे हैं कि जो आपकी ये प्रक्रिया है पूरी हो जाएगी? क्योंकि 1.5 साल से ज्यादा हुआ है, लोग चाहते हैं कि इलेक्शन हो, पॉलिटिकल पार्टी भी यही चाहती होंगी। कब तक आप एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे हैं हो जाएंगी? और शर्मा साहब से एक सवाल कि सर उसके बाद इलेक्शंस को कितना समय आप लग सकता है इसमें जम्मू कश्मीर?
देखिए, जो लोगों को अभी जो 1 साल का एक्सटेंशन दिया गया था कमीशन को बिकॉज ऑफ कोविड एंड अदर थिंग्स, एंड मार्च is the last date for us. We will try our level best to complete in the given time to us, because we have to take opinion and the concerns of all stakeholders, and that's why we are giving time also to consider those. And as soon as it is finalized and with the associate members' comments also, then we will put in the public domain, and we will commission will try its level best to complete this exercise within the time frame given to us.
Thank you so much.
Shefali ji, Shefali ji, Shefali.
Hello, sir.
Sir, I'm from the pioneers. So my question is, must have gathered some sense because political imbalance exists in Jammu and Kashmir because of previous delimitation commissions or not?
I could not follow your question.
The political imbalance exists, and what you are going to do to resolve this issue? You must have got a sense from meeting 290 delegations that there exists a political imbalance in the state of Jammu and Kashmir.
It is not a, I would say that commission is doing its work during the, as per the Delimitation Act and as per the Jammu and Kashmir Reorganization Act. We will do like that, and we have taken concerns of all the persons, and in view of the concerns given by to us, the commission will try to delimit the constituencies as per the mandate given to us.
Thank you so much. We have to last question आपके लिए.
I'm Pradeep Datta from Times of India channel. My question to you, sir, I've got 2 questions. One, because everybody has been talking about 2011 census. When we talk about 2011 census, people say that everything was fudged, manipulated by the leadership at that point of time. Obviously, you must have gone through that. You must have seen that. Have you tried to rectify those things by trying to verify whatever data you collected from your district electoral officers? Because you had simultaneously meeting with DCs also, district electoral officers also. So, did you find any kind of indiscrepancies and you try to rectify them? And second question is, the very serious kind of charges were leveled by PDP chief Mehbooba Mufti. She tried to sow seeds of suspicion in the minds of people also by saying that this, whatever exercise is being conducted, this is all pre-planned. Decision has already been taken and they didn't have any legitimacy. This is totally unconstitutional. So what will be your message to such leaders? Because Prime Minister wanted each and every stakeholder to participate. He spelled agenda of development, delimitation, and also delimitation and also democracy. So what will be your message to those leaders and about 2011 census budgeting and manipulation?
I am very happy that you had asked this question. If something would have been in our mind and something would have been decided early, then this commission would not have come here to know from the stakeholders. So I would like to say very clearly on this that nothing has been prepared so far. Nothing. And before starting our exercise, we want to have the views of other persons. If you would have already done, there was no need to come. It would have been taken exercise and you would have done that. So through you also, I would like to communicate that these apprehensions in the mind of any person, if at all, that should go away. And commission will do its work in absolutely very transparent manner and as per the constitutional mandate given to us. And that is why we are here. And that is why we have met around 800 persons from 290 groups, and we will try to come to consider those representations and how best we can consider them. So these apprehensions should absolutely go out of the mind.
And 2011 census.
That is our mandate given under the Delimitation Act, that the Delimitation Act will have to be based on 2011 census. So we are required to do that as per the given figures and we are under 2011.
Thank you so much.
Nothing to that, because 2011 census is being given to us, and if anybody finds anything, then they can
make any representation to the Registrar General of India that there some mistake is there. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Thank you so much for cooperating. Thank you. Thank you.
Question for a Khalil from Srinagar. Can I have last
Thank you. Thank you so much.